You want to know something you should take serious? Your health. I recently, in the past couple months, have only been cooking at home here in my apartment. I follow a lot of these different pages about how to really achieve maximum energy, basically becoming that superhuman, being a human being. How do you become that superhuman? What do you do to vibrate at an absolute higher level to be on that higher power? So I've really just dove deep and started doing some different testing and eating different foods. And I realized, because I was door dashing for the longest time, just getting a bunch of foods. And I saw not really any kind of growth within myself in terms of from a healthy point of view. Like I was going to the gym and I was seeing results, but it wasn't anything like major. So like I said, in the past couple months, I started only eating meat. And, you might be wondering, well, Nate, what kind of meat are you eating? And, the main source of meat has been beef, like ribeyes and stuff. And I've noticed by eating meat, like on a consistent basis, and again, it's a very highly political topic. Doctors will disagree with you, you name it. But for me personally, I noticed with the meat that I've been eating, and I understand, it's cruelty, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to hear that, okay? Like, don't tell me that, because you got to understand, eating your plants, eating your veganism, all due respect to those that do that, but you don't got to eat vegetables if you're eating meat, because the cows, they're literally eating the vegetables, the organic, like cows, right? Because you want to make sure you're eating high quality organic meat. They're already eating those vegetables, and a lot of these vegetables are not even that good for you. That's just what everybody tells you. You gotta literally open your eyes and look at the ingredients, because half the ingredients in these vegetables, you're killing yourself, like literally. But I'm gonna show you right now, like exactly just kind of what I'm eating. Oh, this back here, I'll explain what that is, but yeah, so we got a market here in Los Angeles. It's one of the most well-known organic markets. It's only here in Los Angeles based. It's called Erewhon, right? So this right here, got an Erewhon Wagyu beef, 100% grass-fed steak. It's a ribeye, you see? It's beautiful. 22 grams of protein, and it's originated from Australia. Really, really great. No carbs at all. So I'll literally pop one of these on my cast iron skillet every single evening for dinner. And I guess you can say this video is more like a nutritious video for what I eat. But yeah, I'll pop this bad boy, get some olive oil, put it down first in the cast iron skillet. And then what I'll do is I'll throw this meat down on like a little wooden board, season it with salt and pepper. Again, it's got to be high quality. So just to kind of give you specifics, Celtic sea salt, get this at Erewhon. I use this Watkins ground pepper, and then olive oil. Make sure it's in the glass. I always make sure it's in the glass. Erewhon olive oil, it's glass. Another major key that I do, and something that's great to do every single day, get yourself some raw honey. Have a spoonful of honey each day. It's magic, trust me on that. But yeah, I'll literally just eat one of these every single day for dinner. Medium rare, that way you can actually get the most nutrients for it. If you want to get the absolute max nutrients for it, eat it raw. Some people eat it raw, but I don't recommend it. It's just medium rare is really good. But yeah, I'll always eat a piece of meat every single day. You kind of get addicted to it then. And then something else that's good, it's a good probiotic, sauerkraut. And if you don't like sauerkraut, man, maybe you're not eating the right ones. Sauerkraut is a really, really incredible probiotic. But Nate, I get like really bad gas from it. My stomach starts to rumble. And it's like, Well, yeah, it's cabbage. It's gonna do that, you know? But the more you start getting used to it, then your stomach and you won't have bad gas like that much, you know? Milk, not just any milk, raw milk, some of the best there is. You don't want this BS store skim milk, almond milk, like oat milk. You don't want that stuff. That's what they serve at Starbucks, but again, it's corporate. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, anything that's corporate, it's screwed. Just how it is, you know. But Nate, I live in the middle of nowhere. Go to a farm, literally. Something else that's great, and again, I'm just regurgitating information that I've learned. Some great accounts you can follow at Real Soul, SOL, Brah, BRAH. And then another one is at Carnivore Aurelius, just like Marcus Aurelius. So eating one piece of pineapple, and if you really love pineapple, don't go too ham on it, but maybe 2 to 3 pieces. But at least eat one piece of pineapple after you finish your meal. There's some kind of digestion enzyme in this that serves as like a prolactin or whatever you call it. But really, really great for digestion. Another key, eat one raw carrot at the end of every single meal. This serves as a breath neutralizer as well as cleans your teeth. And another side benefit, makes your skin glow. Pretty crazy. It works though. Another great thing, if somebody's looking to get protein in the morning, eat high quality eggs. They don't have to be different colors, but for example, this carton of eggs, this is $12. $12? Nate, I only spend $1 or $2 for my eggs. Listen, that's fine, but those eggs, you gotta understand, ladies and gentlemen, you can I was just thinking this refrigerator thing might start beeping. You can invest in the low quality eggs, but animals, they got emotions. They really do. They got emotions. So the way that they get those low quality eggs, it's not the most, like, I'm not even gonna get specific because it's pretty cruel, but same with the meat. Like, you can easily invest into some low quality meat, but just think how that cow got. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. You know, that's what I'm saying. Let me open this back up. All right. Another great probiotic, kimchi. Stuff's really great to have, kimchi. If you don't know what it is, look it up. Butter, make sure you get raw butter. Just like dairy, all this dairy products, let me tell you, if you're going to Walmart to get your food, stop. I don't want to hear it. Like, Nate, that's all we got. No, it's not. You got farms. You want to look something up, go to Google, look up raw dairy calculator or raw dairy raw milk near me. And then there's literally a website that has all the raw milk things near you. There's plenty of them, trust me. It's not like you live in Africa or something. So I was showing something else, that drink. This is raw organic, that's not raw, it's 100% pure coconut water. I just started drinking this a couple days ago from Carnivore Aurelius. I saw what he posted and stuff. So this is literally straight out of Thailand. I mean, the thing is, there's a misrepresentation of sugars. People think sugar is bad for you. It's not. The only sugars that are bad for you are the kind that comes in candy, that's artificial sweeteners like that. That's just not good for you. But actual sugar from fruit, from coconuts, from strawberries, any kind of fruit, that's key. You want to definitely get that fruit in you. Now, you don't want to have just a straight up fruit diet like Steve Jobs did, because guess what? You'll probably develop prostate cancer, but you don't want to get that. So you want to have a balance. If you have any kind of bread, sourdough bread, that's really, really great. Some of the best bread that you can eat. If you get any of this Nature Valley bread, wheat, white, it's chemicalized. You just don't want to get it. Banana's a really great source of potassium in the morning. I always like to have lemon water every single morning. I get lemon, squeeze it, and I just drink a whole thing of lemon water. think of what else here. Of course, I drink like bulletproof coffee. I get like these little pods, bulletproof pods. Yeah, I felt a little blurry there. That was weird. Yeah, I get these bulletproof pods. Boom, pop them in the Keurig. Extremely great coffee, along with the bulletproof creamer with MCT oil. And can't forget the grass-fed butter. Is there collagen in this? I think there's collagen in this, yeah. So, another great thing, it's really not that, unless you're trying to be a bodybuilder, okay? If you're trying to be a bodybuilder, I get it, but throughout history, they'll always say you gotta have a 3-course meal. I mean, not 3-course meal, but just 3 meals throughout the day. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That's BS. That's to slow you down, literally. Breakfast, you don't really want to eat a whole lot. If you do, eat a little bit. Me personally, I just eat eggs for breakfast every single morning. High protein, right? So with my body, right now I'm about $163, okay? Some people might think it's skinny, some people might think it's a decent amount, right? I'm aiming to be around like $170 here within like a month or two. I want to keep raising. I want to get to like $175, $180. See, how solid I look like. I'm about 6'1". So for me personally, I realize I don't need to. I mean, I could eat breakfast, but just with what I do business-wise, yeah, I'm not trying to eat carbs in the morning. So the best thing you can actually do is eat something light in the morning, eat eggs. If you don't want to eat anything, you can fast, right? Fast, drink bulletproof coffee, some of the best coffee you'll have. You don't want to have any of this like Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks, guys. It's terrible for you. It is literally like poison you're putting in your body. Literally, like look it up. There's a reason they don't have ingredients on those cups. A lot of that coffee's moldy anyways to begin with. So again, corporate chains, stay away from them. So that's the main thing. And then even if you fast, some people fast until dinner time, but then some people are like, well, Nate, I get hangry. It's like, okay, but if you want to have a healthy immune system, fasting is actually the way to do it. And they say if you really want to fast to be effective, do it for like 12 to 15 hours. It doesn't have to be like a 1, 2, 3 day fast. Some people do that to go to the extremes. So literally, you could just have your bulletproof coffee in the morning. That can get you over. Drink water throughout the day. Water is key. Water is life. And then whenever dinner time comes, you don't have to eat dinner at 7 o'clock. You can eat dinner at 4. But guess what? When you eat dinner, you better go to town on that. Like eat your steaks. Eat the meat. Freaking carb up. Eat bread. Sourdough. Potatoes. Get your olive oil. Put it on there. Eat your fruit. Go to town. Go to town during dinner. Eat as much as you can. Max out because you didn't eat anything the rest of the day. And you're going to freaking get your gains more than ever. I'll tell you that. It's freaking incredible. Yeah, some other stuff. I'll go kind of switch this here. Some supplements that I'm taking currently, I'll share with you guys. So I take magnesium, 3 of these babies every single night. This is by Bioptimizers. Really helps you sleep. Naturally, humans are deficient with magnesium overall. I take another thing by Bioptimizers called the Masszymes Advanced Enzyme Formula, and this basically is a enzyme formulation designed to aid digestion and supportive digestive issues. So I pop about 2 to 3 during dinner time. And to say the least, every morning I go to the bathroom, number 2, feels great. My words are a little bit slurred. I haven't done a video in a while. Grass-fed colostrum. This right here is, just to kind of give you some facts, this is from New Zealand. Like they literally get this pasture raised in New Zealand. So this is basically, it doesn't really give you the explanation, but what colostrum is, you can look it up. It is the milk that comes out right when the calf is born. It's like that milk substance that they collect and they put in these pills. You can see they're kind of white. It smells like milk, literally. Pop about 4 to 6 of these a day. Really key for the immune system. This right here is, so we live in a world now where products, foods, you name it, drinks, they naturally lower testosterone within a male. It's the chemicals that they put in it. All these different vegetable oils, canola oils, you name it. Here's a great principle and a philosophy to live by. If you look at the ingredients and you can't pronounce it and you don't know what it is, don't swallow it and digest that. Guess what? It's pretty hard because everything's pretty much processed. But it is possible if you follow a strict diet. It's not hard to be healthy. It's not hard to be in shape. You just gotta have self-discipline to do it. So this right here, male optimization called MoFo. I mean, this is $70, right? That colostrum's about 55, 60. So this is some really high quality stuff. So this has grass-fed testicle, prostate, heart, liver, and bone, all in the pill. Bone marrow. So this basically increases testosterone levels because, again, naturally, humans, males, lack testosterone because of all the BS there is. So to raise your testosterone, again, I'm 25. I'm just testing this to see how things go. And ever since I've been taking these pills, like, I felt more just testosterone. I felt more of just that, like that manliness, you know? So it's crazy. 4 to 6 E's a day. Zinc, you can also get this in oysters. It's great to eat oysters. Well, Nate, I don't like oysters. Guess what? That's what this is for. Zinc, we naturally lack zinc. We really do. I forget the benefits of zinc, but it's really great. Something else I've been trying, inositol capsules. So this basically is great for vitamin B complex. And what this does, it's found in all cell membranes with the highest concentrations in the brain and central nervous system, where it plays an important role in neurotransmitter signaling. So yeah, this just kind of helps support healthy membrane function overall, just for like cellular health. I mean, I've noticed this for sure, like it calms the nervous system down. So if people, let's say somebody suffers from anxiety, like these would probably be good to take. I don't. I just take these for like the mind and to see what happens, you know? Like it's good to test with the body. I'll give you some magic right here. This is called, people say Shilajit. Other people say Shilajit, Himalayan Shilajit, Himalayan Shilajit. So there's a lot of these on the market, but you want to make sure you get one that's actually legitimate. So this one is by Evolution Botanicals. By the way, I'm not getting paid to do these shout outs. I'm just giving you what I think is great. So this is fulvic acid and trace mineral complex. So you open this up. You can see it's like a powder. Some some people say it smells like dirty socks. I'm like, hey, to each their own, you know? So this basically helps, basically it can help with your immune system. You can get increased libido with Shilajit. You can also, it just helps with like hydration, boosting your immune system, thinking, eliminating any kind of brain fog, you name it. Some people use that as a caffeine replacement instead of drinking coffee. It really, really helps. But yeah, you know, I'm sharing this with you guys because it's great to have a diet that works for you and something that you actually get results with. That's the main thing at the end of the day is we can't ignore the fact that we live in a world that is very, very toxic. It's a fact of the matter. Whether you want to own up to that or not, guess what? It's the truth. It really is. Like, you go to all these major stores, go to all these major eateries, corporate, Like if you eat fast food, first things first, eliminate that. If you eat food from these corporate stores and they got ingredients in it that you can't pronounce, guess what? Eliminate that. Challenge yourself. Human beings aren't meant to just stay complacent and be comfortable. Like if you've been eating the same food for like the past years that it's not the most healthiest for you, then guess what? You should change it. And you're gonna see results, literally. All these big firms and a lot of times doctors, their brains have been so screwed because of what they've been taught in school. But guess what? School, I don't want to go too deep into this because this is kind of deep stuff, but with what a lot of times that the doctors learn in terms of what's actually healthy for a human being, what they're saying is healthy in the studies, it's not really that healthy. Like if you look back in ancient times and how our ancestors ate, they didn't eat foods that were processed. They didn't eat foods that were just straight up plant after plant diets. They didn't do that. They literally took a spear, pow, and they threw it at like a damn stallion or whatever they threw it at, some living animal, and they ate it. You know, they fished, boom, they tried to spear the fish. They got protein out of that. That's why I'll literally eat like the smoked oysters. These are great to eat, like just little snacks, man. Wild sardines, right? These things are high in just protein. Like it's great to get your proteins. And just another superfood, the Brazil nuts. I mean, it literally says superfood right there. Shoot, I'm gonna pop one in right now. Great source of fat. 21 grams of fat in 8 pieces. So good. So, excuse me out. Eating. So that's the thing. We live bear with me. You know, we live in a world that people suffer from anxiety, they've suffered from depression, autism's at an all-time high, suicide's at an all-time high. Mental health is pretty much screwed. You know, I could make a whole nother video on social media, smartphones, EMFs, the damage that does to you. But this video is strictly on foods. I didn't know where I was gonna go with this. I just clicked the button and I'm over here recording and now I'm talking about this. And if you eat low quality food, you're gonna give out low quality energy, and that's really gonna screw up your system, just in terms of the chemicals that you're eating every single day, literally. I mean, you watch that Super Size Me on Netflix, the dude went to McDonald's for like weeks on weeks, months straight, and he pretty much like was getting screwed. His body was screwed. But what I was getting at earlier with these doctors, a lot of times they'll deny like, hey, you shouldn't eat meat every single day, because that's what they're taught. That's what they're taught literally in the educational system and in college. That it's, oh, it raises blood pressure. Like, okay, listen, it'll raise blood pressure if that's all you eat. And if you're dehydrated, like that's another thing with salt. People think salt is bad. It's not bad. Your body needs salt. It needs high quality salt. But you want to make sure that you're drinking a lot of water to factor that in as well. I thought I had a water bottle over there. And that's something else. Like for the water that you're drinking, you want to make sure, like, drink water out of glass. Because if you're drinking out of plastic, I mean, water that sits in plastic, same with food. People that eat all these Hungry Man dinners, I mean, that stuff's terrible for you. When you drink water out of glass, it doesn't have those chemicals and those plastic things. Especially, it's like you ever drink a water whenever it was hot in the car and it sat there and it tasted funny? guess what? You're literally drinking the plastic. So yeah, guess what? This costs $3. Some people will buy a case for $3 in a store. I'll invest on 2, 4, 6, 6, 12, 18. Yeah, I'll get 18 of these bottles for like 60, $70. But it's the fact that I know what I'm putting in my body. I'm going to receive really great high energy from it, you know? And this is Lake Tahoe artesian water. Make sure you look the brand up first. Another high water recommendation that I drink, Mountain Valley spring water. There is one water that's served in Whole Foods called Starkey's. Don't drink that. That's very high in arsenic, metals and everything. And they're in a court case right now. I don't know how Whole Foods is still serving that. They should be sued as a company for doing that. But anyways, yeah, I just wanted to come on here, share some information with you. You just want to be really cautious of what it is that you're putting in your body. If you want to understand how to truly develop more of that superhuman living lifestyle, just eat more organic foods. Understand what you're putting into your body. Understand the ingredients. But most importantly, like, see what works best for you. That's the main thing. But anyways, just wanted to come on here and hope you got some value from this. Feel free to leave any comments. Always appreciate the love that you guys send. And until next time, I'll see you around.